Gloria Starr, International Business and Dining Etiquette. We're here with a beautiful table display all ready for the holiday season and our lovely china. Many people become concerned when invited to a lovely formal dinner party as to what do they use first. How do they hold a glass? How do you butter your bread? First of all, we begin with the napkin. And this size of a napkin is actually ideally suited to a luncheon. A larger napkin is suited to a formal dinner party. Open the napkin halfway with the fold at your tummy and place it there. When you are going to take a break from your dining, you use the napkin like this and then reach for your glass. If it has a stem, it means you hold it by the stem of the glass. The glass at the tip of the outside knife is actually the glass you're going to use first. So in this case, it might indicate that we're going to have a glass of white wine and then move on to a much larger glass, which would represent red. We do not put our napkins on our lap until our host does, and then we wait for her to say, "Let's enjoy the meal," or "Buon appetito." The cutlery are the tools of the table, and when you learn to read that, you can magically always get it all correct. The small outside fork on your left is going to be for an appetizer or perhaps a salad. And then we have our larger dinner fork. You'll notice here that we have two knives, and of course that means that for our appetizer we're going to cut by holding the cutlery like this, cut and eat a bite, making sure that you bring your cutlery back down to the table rather than aggressively holding it like this. To set a proper table, you will want the sharp edge of the knife facing inward. Outward would be far too aggressive. This also indicates by the size of the spoon that we'll be having soup with this particular meal. So the do's and the don'ts would be easy to follow when you know some guidelines. So by putting your hands together like this, your fingers, the right hand is actually in the shape of the letter D as in drinks. That means that your beverages are always on your right. Where this hand, your left hand, it's going to be in the shape of a B as in bread. Your bread is always on your left. So the drinks are on the right and the bread is on the left. An easy guideline would be to never butter a full piece of bread, but to break it and then use your butter knife for some butter. Bring it directly up to your mouth and set it back down if you have 2 bites, but ideally eat it with 1 bite. And when you're cutting your items, just cut once and then bring it to your mouth. If you're resting, to indicate that to the staff, you would have your cutlery in an open position. When you are finished with this course, you're going to put it in a closed position like this, indicating to others that you are finished and are ready for the next course when everyone else is. If you have to leave the table, which I do not recommend, but if you have to, you can set your napkin up or on your chair, and all you say is, "Excuse me." So for all the dilemmas that you have when dining, there are solutions for everything. An example would be, don't order a spaghetti when you could order a penne pasta and have complete control over your meal. Manners in dining is all about making others feel comfortable. Set a beautiful table, enjoy yourself, and remember, polite, gracious conversation. Try to be on time. On time means if the party's at 7, anywhere from 7 till 12 minutes after 7. Other than that, you're definitely late. This may change with other cultures, but this is what we recommend in North America. I'm Gloria Starr, your International Business Etiquette and Dining Skill Coach.